I want to give a quick shout out to RNR21, one of my subscribers who gave me this idea to do this video today. So again, thank you for subscribing to me and thank you for the idea. Alright. Welcome to Warhammer 40k lore in the Bible, where I pull from Warhammer 40k lore to help explain biblical lore. And today we're going to be talking about the Tyranid Hive mind and how the Kingdom of Darkness in the Bible acts just like a hive mind, kind of in the same way the Tyranids do. So anyways, before we get started, take the wikis with a grain of salt. And also, I do 2 regular biblical videos on Mondays and Tuesdays. If that's not your thing, every Thursday will be Warhammer 40k lore in the Bible, and Saturday and Sunday, more Warhammer 40k content. So now that we got that out of the way, by the way, I'm here with Ezrak the Annihilator. I couldn't find a place to put that, but anyways, it works for now. So, anyways, let's get started. The hive mind is the gestalt collective consciousness of the Tyranid species. It is nearly omniscient entity composed of pure psychic energy that originated outside of the Milky Way galaxy. The hive tyrant is said to be a living vessel for it. It controls every Tyranid creature in a mental vice-like grip and directs their every action. This control can be disrupted, however, with the death of the hive mind synapse creatures, through which it transmits and augments its psychic commands, such as when a hive tyrant's death leaves the lesser Tyranid bioforms to act completely on basic animal instinct. On the battlefield, certain large and relatively autonomous Tyranid creatures, such as the hive tyrant or the Tyranid warrior, are able to telepathically exert the hive mind's influence in order to control smaller Tyranid bioforms, which without the hive mind's psychic direction would revert to the instinctive, non-sentient behavior of feeding and self-preservation. These synapse creatures focus on the hive mind's psychic gestalt into nodal points that quell the natural instincts of nearby small Tyranid bioforms and are an essential component for Tyranid swarms' effective command and control. This Tyranid swarm is going to be quite interesting with the biblical part. Anyways, the hive mind is so staggeringly complex in its power and construction that it either drives most psychers insane or kills them. The only known agent of the Imperium of Man believed to have looked upon the hive mind and retained his sanity is Chief Librarian Tigerius of the Ultramarines. Let's go. This could be due to his uncanny talent for making accurate predictions in general, but the accuracy and frequency of his knowledge concerning the intentions of the Great Devourer seem to show he has indeed tapped into the hive mind, a feat thought possible only by a psyker possessed of power equivalent to that of the Emperor of Mankind. The Big E. The hive mind also has the ability to block interstellar communications and travel through warp due to the potent psychic presence it creates in the immaterium, essentially disrupting the normal flow of psychic energy within the immaterium in much the same way as a warp storm. This ability has become known as the shadow in the warp. The hive mind uses his power when it unleashes a hive fleet, cutting off astropathic communications to the besieged part of the galaxy and forcing vessels already in warp in the vicinity of the hive fleet to drop back into real space, thus making a call for reinforcements impossible. This invasive psychic shroud sows terror and confusion on prey worlds as it traps and prevents the doomed inhabitants from calling for assistance. It even penetrates into the minds of nearby creatures, manifests as a primal malaise that can never be expelled. If a creature possesses psychic potential, then the horror they feel is magnified tenfold. Any use of their psychic abilities could unleash a form of incurable psychosis. Yikes. As a hive fleet approaches a target planet, whole populations plunge into madness and despair even before the first Tyranids have made planetfall. Boy, them Tyranids are something else, aren't they? Oh boy, that would suck. Alright, so let's move on to the biblical part here. So, of course, we have Revelation 17:13, right? So these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So I should probably bring this up. Hold on. Should actually look 13. Yeah. So, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. I just went over this in my video on Monday, if you want to check that out. It's called Seeds of the Serpent and his 10 kings. Very interesting. Which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So they're given his power, right? They're becoming kind of like this one entity. Ready? These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Okay. So now we're going into where the guy comes to Jesus. He's got legion, right? This is where legion is. Okay, Mark 5:8-13. For he said unto him, Come out of that man, thou unclean spirit. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, I want you to pay attention to this part here. My name is Legion. But look what it says here. For we are many. So this is a hive mind, right? With different components, but it's got all the collective consciousness of these demons, right? Into one, let's just say. Because it's saying, my name is Legion, right? It's like it's saying, like, oh my goodness. Basically, like he's talking to himself, like, my name, like I would say, my name is word only, right? But then it goes to say, for we are many. So there's the hive mind. Now we're going to see how they attack, right? This is how they attack people according to the Bible, right? Psalm 22:12-16. Many bulls have compassed me. Strong bulls of Bashan have beset me round. They gaped upon me with their mouths as a ravening and roaring lion. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. It is melted in the midst of the bowels. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue cleaved to my jaws, and thou hast brought me into the dust of death. For dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. Now I'll let you guys think on who that is, but anyways, Nahum 3:17. Thy crown are as the locusts, and thy captains as great grasshoppers, which camp in the hedges in the cold day, but when the sun ariseth, they flee. Now pay attention to this part here. Their place is not known where they are. It's kind of almost like the hive mind is not from the Milky Way galaxy, right? So basically, they overwhelm you, and they keep at it, just like the Tyranids, right? And they'll keep sending, right? More and more and more and more and more until they bring you down, right? This is why, like a space marine, they got armor, right? Head to toe. Everything's covered, right? It's the same thing within the Bible, right? Got to have armor. But anyways, I don't want to get too preachy here. I saved that for my other videos. So, anyways, now we're gonna move. Oh, whoops, to the brood mind. Yeah, there wasn't too much here, so this might be a short video. But, anyways, a smaller and more localized version of the Tyranid Hive mind is created by the interlinking oh my goodness, telepathy of a gene stealer brood. Boy, I was reading good, and then all of a sudden my brain just turned to mush. Anyways, this so-called brood mind is used to control the host victims impregnated with the gene stealer genetic material and create a gene stealer cult. And this kind of happens within, you there's verses in the Old Testament, that talk about gods that newly came up, right? And that their fathers knew not, right? So more stuff is being made, right, per se. Anyways. And in a way, they do kind of the same thing. They'll impregnate, let's say with what the Watchers did with women, right? It's the same thing what they're doing here. Anyways, the brood mind also acts as a psychic beacon to draw a hive fleet towards the planet where its cult is located. Once the summoned hive fleet comes in range of a few hundred light years of an infected world, a subliminal reaction is triggered in the brood mind to goad the gene stealers into a frenzy of killing. This unleashed a violent uprising which weakens the defenses of the targeted world and makes it easy prey for the arriving hive fleet of the Great Devourer. And before we end this, there is some interesting stuff out there. Now, there are people who have claimed, I don't know if it's true or not, of course, okay? And this is in documentaries and stuff like that, where they say demons have coitused them, right? And that, or you see UFO abductees, right? They get impregnated and then they have, a baby. So, anyways, just some interesting factoids, or I shouldn't say factoids because I don't know if they're true, but anyways, we're going to end this now. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.